Off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Winner. This is Mark Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And a Raven first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Airing it out deep for Smith. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Oh, looking for it. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Short of the goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're on the dime. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
22-yard line.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Lock. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lindsey on the toss left, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47th. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ravens 6.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Block working out of the gun. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On the return, here's Richard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Number 11.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Ravens 6.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off, his biorhythms?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
6 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going to go for now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Airing it out deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 17.
Vincent Smith, 48 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm here.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Clock will try again on 2nd down. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Locke. And he goes goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Breaks through the contact. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game. Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's taken down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Wide receiver, the ball.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
On the carry for Baltimore. The stop made by Jarrell Casey. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal. at the 2-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
4th and goal.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called. And then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Judy. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Jerry Judy. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Block. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Block. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Block. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Matabike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun. Block. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard.
Pass complete to J.K. Dobbins. 1 yard.
2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15.
52 yards.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the counter, Ingram. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
A 22-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
A loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
By one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's second down. to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now lock again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forced